So, welcome to the next video, guys. This is about my time in Australia in terms of like my first week, people I met. Again, it's not going to be like a day by day thing. It's going to more be like, okay, I did this at some point, I did this at some point. It's not. I'll try to give it chronologically, but at the same time, I might not. So it began with. However, I said I was going to do this like timeline, and I said I began. People I met, actually, I'll do people I met first. There's a lot of people I met when in Australia. One of them's Caitlin, great person. Becky is a Friends fan. Alex, he's chill. Tia is great. Craig, LT actually, I mentioned LT. LT is so, what's the word? Kind? Okay, I'll explain like this. LT, by the way, her name is Lauren, but I call her LT. She's more like someone I would actually be friends with in England. Her sense of humor, just her banter is exactly like a person I'd be friends with, like kind of like Elliot to a degree, a bit like Jason. She's a Friends fan. I love that she's American because I can talk to her about American things, and we can compare differences. It's so interesting to talk to her. So Lauren's definitely with someone. There's also Scottish Caitlin, who in the first week I didn't really speak too much, but after that we kind of became friends a lot more. There's so many people, I probably missed a few out, but those are the main ones. LT, Caitlin, Becky, Alex, those are the main four, I would say. Maybe Tia as well, obviously Sunny, but Sunny's in New Zealand. Anyway, stop talking. So, we did many things in the first week. Did a big walk, from Coogee to Bondi. Went to this tower, which is real sweet. That was nice. It was an all-you-can-eat kind of job. We also went to the Opera House, as you know. What else did we do? The Blue Mountains. Blue Mountains was so good, although it's like 2,500 steps, which is actually hell. Like, you don't understand how bad that was. I was lucky because I managed to get to the front of our group. So I would stop, and then by the time the last person caught us up, I was like fit to go again. We did a load of things. I'm not really going to hype on about them because, anyone could do those things. I want this to be personalised for me. So, one of the things which happened was Caitlin getting drunk, which is an event and a half. So basically, on the first night of Wake Up, I got told I was going to be in the room with Caitlin and Craig and Lauren. So I was so hyped, and then I found out they put me in the room next door by accident, and now the other room was full, so I had to go in a room with like Asians who didn't speak any English. Really difficult, really bad time. So, for the whole 7 days, I slept on the floor of the other room. Which is kind of funny. I actually didn't mind it. It's not as bad as it sounds, but it's just kind of like some context. So, that being said, on this night, on Friday night, we didn't have anything the next day. The next day was a food day, so everyone was going to get drunk. There's a whole story that goes before this, which is going to be the next video. But as of right now, in this part of the story, I'm at home, and I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to sleep in my bed for once, because I imagine people's going to be coming back drunk. Some of them might be with other people, wink wink. I don't want to just be led on the floor with all that. I'll just, I'll stay in my room for this night, I'll be sensible. So I'm sitting in my bed. I came back a little bit early, as did some of the people, Tia got kicked out and stuff like that. So I've been laying in my bed about 1 o'clock, I'm writing my blog. And I hear banging next door, like, not as in banging as in like, oh, sex. I'm talking like banging on the door, someone trying to get in, they can't get in. So I'm like, oh crap. I go out to check who it is, and it's Caitlin with someone called Jordan. Now, Jordan comes into play in surf camp, so I won't talk much about him. But it should be known that we didn't know Jordan before today, if that makes sense. So you can kind of figure out why he was there. So Caitlin's locked outside, and Jordan's with her. Caitlin's very drunk by the fact that as soon as I saw her, she went, James, you need to let me inside the door, and as if like I actually have a key, which I don't, because I meant to be in the other room. So I introduced myself to Jordan. We're trying to help Caitlin out. She's very drunk and also very stubborn. We decide that it's best for her to sleep in my bed, and then I'll wait for someone else to get packed, because I wasn't really going to go to sleep. I was going to go on my phone for a bit. I haven't slept in my bed at all. It's clean, so Caitlin could just sleep in there. I'll sleep on the floor when someone gets back. Now Caitlin is like doesn't like this. She literally cried because she wanted to sleep in her bed. So that didn't happen. Jordan left, so I'm stuck with Caitlin. Eventually I get her inside. I'm like, okay Caitlin, you're gonna be good? Yeah, okay, nice, sweet, I'll go back to bed. So I actually go back into my bed again, and then I hear the door shut, or open, and then I heard it shut. So then I was like, crap. I opened my door to see Caitlin walk past towards the toilet. Now this isn't bad, except I knew 100% she did not take a key with her. So she comes back, I have to try and get her ready again. This time, I take Tia's key, because Tia's asleep in her bed. I take Tia's key so that whenever Caitlin comes back out, I can just let her back in. So Caitlin goes back out another 2 times, and each time, you know, she goes back to bed, she gets in bed, I turn the light off, she goes back out again. So eventually I'm just like, you know what, I'm just going to sit in her room, wait until she actually goes to sleep so she doesn't have to keep getting locked outside, and I don't have to keep going back and forth. So I'm sat on the floor in my room, Caitlin gets up, Craig comes back actually, Caitlin gets up and she's like, I'm going to be sick. So she goes and sits in the hallway and she's like, I'm going to be sick, I'm going to be sick. We're like, Caitlin, don't worry, I'll be fine. She sits out there for a bit. We eventually like, okay, you're going to be, I think you're fine now, you know, you're not going to be sick. She gets back into bed and she's sick so much. Like, it was a lot sick in her bed. And because she's stubborn and she's drunk, we're like, Caitlin, you need to move right now. And she's like, no, I'm sleeping in my bed. So yeah, that was a story and a half. Obviously, I've shortened that down so much. It probably took an hour overall. So I didn't get bed until 3, and I was gonna go to bed about 1:30. So that was funny. I also slept next to Caitlin's bed in case she needed like a beer or whatever. So yeah, that was pretty funny. Oh, I've also been doing a lot of magic tricks when I've been here, which is kind of funny because no one really knows how to do it. Like Caitlin cannot figure any of the tricks out at all. The only bad thing is that like I'm so impressed with the magic because I'm more fascinated about like how you trick people. Like I obviously know there's no magic, duh, because I'm doing it. So when people are like, oh, how'd you do that? I'm like, oh look, you do this. And then I can never do that trick again. So I'm already running out of people to do tricks on. Yeah, it's kind of funny, but it's kind of cool as well. It's like my one thing. If the conversation's dry, I can just whip out some cards, do some tricks. It's quite funny. Also, the beer pong contest. Oh my god, you don't understand how annoyed I am. I don't even want to speak about this right now. So basically, yeah, you know what? I'm going to do my own video on this because I can't even speak about this right now. I'm going to do it at a different point. All you need to know is me and Lauren were in a beer pong contest and we got cheated out of it. That's all I'll say for now. I'll leave that for a different video. Yeah, so honestly, one thing you should know is that all my videos are not going to be like this. A lot of them is going to be like specific stories, like one big story that I'm going to say. So I got an Asian one that I'm going to talk about next week, which is really funny. Stuff like that, just stuff I've done, how I got a job if I do get one, how a journey went, stuff like that. For now, I'm going to end it here. I am going to say though, Australia's going so good. The people I've met have been great. Just, the thing I love is that there's no looking forward to this, it's just every day is something to look forward to. At home it's like, oh, I can't wait for Saturday when I'm doing this, and you spend 7 days looking forward to it. Each of those days just, boring, wasted. In Australia right now, every day is a new thing. Every day is a memory. Every day there's so much freedom, and it's kind of weird because half the people, not even half, 100% of the people watching this haven't had that feeling ever. Because like even when you go on holiday, right? Even when I went to Menorca or Portugal, it's always like, okay, I got 7 days until I go back home and do work. You know what I mean? Right now, it's like, okay, well, I got as many days as I like to do whatever I want. It's pretty much the feeling, and it's the best feeling in the world. I'm gonna go and watch Kingsman in a minute, hopefully with Lauren. But it's so good. Anyway, I will see you next time, guys. Thank you for watching. I've been doing it. See you next time. Bye.